Hey guys, what is up? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 281 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on this city today, ready to continue to make some progress. And today I'm planning on working on the theater. I want to try to make some progress. As you guys know, this is one of the last few buildings that I need to finish up. And speaking of that, I wanted to quickly thank you guys for the support on the recap episode so far. It's nice to see some of the supporting comments about, the world being very close to being done, and seeing people comment about how they've been, subscribed for a long time and have seen all the videos and stuff. It's very, very, very cool to read. So I appreciate that, guys. And today, I want to start off episode 281 with some theater work. So the interior of the theater has been, at times difficult, and I'm still trying to figure it out. On my stream last night, I was actually coming in here and I was just trying to redesign the second level and the third level of the theater here, and I don't know, it's coming together okay. I have a couple of ideas that I might try later on this episode if I have time, but I'm not sure I'm gonna have time. I was thinking about maybe opening this up right here and doing some sort of VIP balcony sitting area for the theater. I think that would be pretty cool. So I'll probably try something like that, do a couple of those on both sides, and then I'll try to figure out the rest of the sitting. So the stage is fine because the stage does connect very nicely. It lines up very well with the level of the street. So right here, I believe this is block 72 here in the city, and the stage is perfectly lined up with that. So that turned out pretty good. That was a good change. But the main thing that I want to work on today is the side parts of the theater. So on my most recent stream, I came in here and I started to put in some of the ceilings and stuff and get that out of the way, and started to just make some sense out of the floor plan and the overall layout of the theater. And today I want to continue with that, and I have a couple of ideas. Idea number one is to do the right side. Well, I guess this is the left side. The left side of the theater, the left wing. Or I guess we could do east and west wing. So I guess this would be the west wing right over here, and then that over there would be the east wing. So west wing is going to be a restaurant. And actually, I think that would be a really good name for the restaurant, West Wing Restaurant. That's actually kind of a tongue twister. West Wing Restaurant. That might be a little bit hard to say. Maybe West Wing Cafe. That way it's not super hard to say, because I just tongue twisted myself right there. But West Wing, what. Anyway, let's see. So that's what I'm gonna do probably in the second half of this video. To start off, I'm gonna go over to the other side. The east wing is what we're gonna call it, and I'm going to put a ballroom in here just for, I guess, let's just say that this would be where the Los Angeles Oscars would be held. We held this award show in here. So let's just say all the celebrities are rolling up and they're waiting for the show to start. And we have to have a nice big room for them to, chill. And that is going to be this room. So I plan on making this a ballroom. So I'm going to get started on this right now. The first thing I need to do is just swap out the entire floor. We got to get rid of this stone. So I'm just going to juice myself up here with some potions. I'm going to get some swiftness potions and some night vision. And we're going to start to rip this place up, and I'm going to put in the floor. And then what I plan on doing is adding some chandeliers, some pillars or something like that, just to make the room look fancy. The thing about ballrooms is they're usually, they're pretty empty, right? They're just kind of an open space. I'm going to have probably some tables on the side for maybe some, drinks or things like that. And then I'm also going to have maybe a piano or something. So we might have to take a trip over to the Alpine Mansion at some point. Why is there just random iron here? What the heck is this? What was this at one point? I don't know. You never know what you're going to uncover in this city. That's how old it is. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in again. Continuing to try to make as much progress I can on the interiors the remaining interiors, I should say, of the city. So the theater, the townhouses, the hospital, and the 4 biomes building. Getting those done as quickly as I can, and then we'll start to wrap things up. But on my most recent live stream, I was working a little bit more in the townhouses, and I also worked on this building a little bit on my most recent stream. I mentioned that a minute ago, but I have to say I think I left some of the more difficult interiors towards the end, because these ones are a little bit harder to construct than some of the previous things I built. So I really had to require a lot of focus to come up with some cool ideas for this. So we'll see what we can come up with. Like I said, guys, I plan on releasing the world for download right after recording episode 300. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do on episode 300. I'm not sure how I'm going to format the whole launch release thing. Because I want to do like a separate video to teach you guys how to download it if you don't know already. I want to do like a cinematic video that's going to be really cool and well edited. I want to try to do like a full recap, like a full tour of the city. Like maybe that probably be like an hour-long video. So that might be the 300th episode. We'll see how that works out. Like one final recap. I think that would be pretty cool. But we'll see how things turn out. I just gotta, finish it first. That's like the most important thing. Gotta get it done. And we're making as much progress as possible. So it's coming along pretty good. But yeah, like people were like tweeting at me saying like, oh, the last recap you did was 260 and that was like 2 months ago. So it's less than 2 months until CLD is up for download. But I plan on releasing it even earlier than that. Like I'm trying to grind out these episodes and get this thing rolling for you. So it's all about just staying on schedule, and we should have this thing out in no time. But anyway, we have this nice room here filled out with some dark oak wood. So what I'm going to do is something similar to like the front room. And by the way, I increased my interface sensitivity. I didn't even know this was a thing until my stream. People were telling me about it on the stream. I had no idea that was a feature in this game. Not a clue. So that was pretty cool to find out about. And I'm using that a lot now. Let's see. So what I want to do is to have some pillars or something. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to position them in the room. That's going to be the key. I think I'm going to go like 2 blocks in, do a 4 or 2x2 right there. 2 blocks in on our 2x2. So that'll be our first 2 pillars, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the pillars are going to work or not, but we'll see. And then also I want to grab some more stained clay. I'm going to go ahead and get some white and light gray stained clay and just continue this theme. This is all double stacked here. Honestly, this doesn't even really need to be double stacked. It's not sure why it is. I was thinking about maybe doing some different colors on the inside, but I like the theme of the stained clay, so I'm probably just going to go with it. So we'll just continue, and let me just break this whole thing, get this open. And this is going to be showing on this hallway, but honestly, I don't mind that at all. I was probably planning on adding that design anyway, so I'm totally cool with that. And we'll just have this run all the way through. I'm probably going to do some sort of ceiling, customized ceiling design or something like that. Definitely got to make the ceiling look good, though. That's like, we can't just have it like a flat, light gray ceiling. We definitely got to do something with it. So I'll figure that out in a second, but let me just get this put in. So I'll take this and run it across. But yeah, guys, this theater, the whole thing, once it's done, we'll have the main theater room, this ballroom, a restaurant, backstage. There's going to be like some loading docks or something like that. And then like the second levels for like, people to go up to. So that's like pretty much like the whole plan for it. Let's see. What do I want to do with this? I think I'll just have the other side of the ballroom open like right here. So it's on the other side of this. I think that would make some sense. So I'll have that open up and I will break that. And I think a 3x2 doorway is suitable. So we'll go with that. And then I guess I will have this go across, I guess right here is probably the best place to put it. So 1 block away from that entrance, put that in there. We'll fill this all the way across, and this will just be the perimeter of the ballroom. And then, back here is like what I was talking about, backstage area, loading docks for, props and things like that. The show must go on backstage, so we have to make sure that we account for that stuff. I'm probably just going to put a bunch of like storage and, miscellaneous clutter all over the place, like some sort of messy, not super organized, but, just lots of stuff back there. So we'll have to see what we can come up with for the city texture pack. Because I know if I was using the fantasy texture pack, they have a bunch of like paintings and stuff like that that like represent like props and stuff. So that would be pretty cool. I did something like that in the courtyard of my fantasy castle let's build. So I wish we could do something like that on here, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyway, let's see. Next thing I want to do is put in a dark oak wood stair lining around the edges of the ceiling, and then I think I'm gonna get some quartz and some chandeliers going up in here. So let's get started here with the dark oak wood. Though we'll have this run all the way around, and then I'll probably put the chandeliers in next because I'll just build everything around of those because that's going to be like really important. And then we'll fly over to the Alpine Mansion, which is not blown up. It's still intact here on the 360 version. And we'll head over there and get some inspiration for pianos because I think there's one in the ballroom in the Alpine Mansion, so I can look at that for some ideas. But anyway, this room, I just want to confirm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 blocks, that's perfect. I could make it like a little bit skinnier here, so just like though these windows are lined up, because the windows being unsymmetrical on the room does bother me a little bit. It really does. I mean, they're symmetrical on the outside. Well, to a T, I guess. I mean, they look really good from the outside, though. I like the way they look, but this is just a nice building on the exterior, so I'm really trying to make the interior look just as good. All right, so let's grab the materials that we need for this, and I'm gonna take some sea lanterns here because I've been using those quite a bit on this build because I think they match the theme of the blue. It just looks good together. Dark oak fences. We're gonna get the let's see, white stained glass panes, and we're gonna get the beacons, and we're gonna get a cobblestone wall. Just need one of those. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total blocks there, and then we have the chandelier. So let's put it in. Okay, so we're gonna have the first one be, I don't know, let's say 5 blocks away. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place that. It should be hanging just low enough so where it's not gonna be like bonking people on the head, but it'll look pretty nice in the room. So I have the first one there, and then again, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks away from that. So we'll do another one over here, 5 blocks away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 fences. Add a cobblestone wall. Replace the top fence with an anvil. There we go. We have our second one. It's actually we're about to run out of light in here. So let me throw down some cobblestone. Yeah, great, Dan. Nice job. Glowstone is what I meant to say. I got the stone right, but not the right kind of stone. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna place some more of these white stained glass panes, and I believe they go down 2 blocks before I place the beacon. No, actually 1. Okay, so we have just kind of like a plus there, and then it circles around that. Okay, simple enough. Very easy to build. Place that. This might be a little bit too low. We're gonna have to see. I think this might be a little bit too low because that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be like right there if I looked at that right. That's like 3 blocks down from that. No, just 2 blocks down. But regardless, though, that's a little bit too low. I think I didn't realize how tall these things actually are. So let me move this up. I'll just have it go like that. That'll be much better than what we had before. I don't want it to be bonking people on the head as they're walking by. That would be bad. All right, so we're going to have the bottom of the chandelier go around like that. I'm going to place that block there and have this run around the corner. And we're going to have that connect across to right there. Perfect. And then we're going to do the same thing up here. Couple extra panes going around like that. And there's chandelier number 1. Perfect. Looks awesome. I love these chandelier designs. That's like one of my favorites. So that's good. All right, so we got our 3 chandeliers put in, and they're lined up very nicely with the ceiling. These look great, though. I have to say I really like those. So now we just got to figure out how to add a little bit more detail to the ceilings. I do actually like the way it looks with the dark oak trim. I think the dark oak trim is just perfect up there. That just adds a great feature. But I'm going to work on that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and actually fly over to the Alpine Mansion, and I am going to take a look at the piano design. All right, so here's the piano inside of the Alpine Mansion. Simple enough, right? Just a couple of gray wool blocks, some quartz, and some anvils. So I'm just going to grab the blocks while I'm here, take a little mental image of what we have to work with. Got to make sure I get the enchantment table, the anvils. I'm going to use the quartz slabs there for the keyboard. And yeah, I think that's pretty much good. 4 legs to the table, and it is a 3x3 with 2 added on the end, so it should be easy enough to build. So let's fly on back to the complete opposite side of the map. Kind of annoying having to fly all the way over here, but fly over to the complete opposite side of the map, back to the theater. I gotta say, I still think this theater has got to be one of the better looking buildings in the city when at nighttime. I just love the beacons going up, the chandeliers in the front. It looks splendid. But anyway, let's add this beacon. Let's add this piano. And I think I'm just going to put it like underneath of the 3rd chandelier here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to place anvil there and there. Place one here. Place one right there and right there. I think that's about right. So we're going to go ahead and place our gray wool blocks on top. 3x3 with 2 blocks extra on the end. Like that. And then I'm going to place the enchantment table, and I think, Wait, no, does the enchantment table go into that? It might. Like that, and then I place the quartz slabs on the side like that. I think that's how I did it. So I can always double check later, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And then we're gonna do the little part on the top there. So there's our piano for this room. So have somebody playing while the people are here. And then we need to add some more lighting to the ceiling. Actually, it would probably be better to add some lighting to the floor because it is a little dark in here. So, well, the next thing I wanted to do was add some tables with some drinks or something on them. So I'm gonna do like one big table in the middle of this room. Probably gonna have it line up with this chandelier, so because this is centralized in the middle of the room. So we're gonna do like 3 blocks there, and I guess I'll do 5, and I'll have a couple of upside down stairs off to the side like that. And then I think just for, well, I mean, it would be ideal to have like some sort of like wine glass thing, but I guess we'll just have to use the flower pots. Place a couple of brewing stands in the back there, and that's gonna be beverage table. Pretty cool. And then I think right on the other side I'm gonna do food. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna put on this one. No idea what I'm gonna do to represent food. Could always just put cakes down, but that's just amateur hour. So we'll think of something for that. But we have our 2 tables in the middle there. Would like to put some sort of like logo or something here. That would be pretty cool. In the floor, that would be nice. I was thinking about even doing like a light in the floor, right underneath the chandelier to give more light off. So here's what I mean by that. Just go directly under the chandelier, break this block, and then let me just climb this up like the easy way. Place a sea lantern and then a glass block, and do that underneath of each chandelier. And I think that could look pretty nice. So let me take these up like that. And I guess this one's getting covered up by the piano, but we can still add it. And it would go directly down through here. So we break that open, take this up, and there we go. All right, sweet. So let me just fix the piano because it's got a big hole in it. And we should be pretty much good for this ballroom on light. It's still a little dim in here, but I honestly think that does add a little bit of atmosphere, so I'm not like that. I'm fine with that. So let me add some Dangeles anvils. We can't have a fancy room like this without some Dangeles anvils, so let me throw a couple of those down. We'll do like one right there. We'll do one right here. We'll have them parallel on the other side. So we'll do one there. And last but not least, we'll put one more right here. And then what else can we do for this room? Ceiling design for sure I'm going to update. I was thinking about having some designs with some more slabs. So like have like another slab lining run through here and do something like this. And then I was also going to put some quartz down or something. And we're going to place a couple more blocks there. And then another slab lining in between these. I believe these have 9 blocks of separation from the center chandelier to the 2 ones off to the side. So that's fine. But I gotta say, wait, did my gamma get like reset or something? I feel like my gamma is kind of low right now. Let me take a look here. Settings, options, graphics. Yeah, gamma's at 100%. I think my capture card might have... I might have like the brightness down a little bit on my capture card because it does seem a little dark in here, like abnormally dark. Like especially, yeah, like this is really dark in here, so I'm not normally usually playing with it being this dark, so I have to check to see if my capture card's like it changed like the lighting settings or something, but we'll figure that out later. All right, so around the chandelier, and I don't think this matters up here because this is all extra space, so it doesn't matter if we like double stack this or anything like that. But around the chandelier, I was thinking about doing some just designs in the ceiling just to make it look a little bit better. I think it'll look cool. So we'll do something like this. Have this wrap around like that around the chandelier, just so it makes it look a little bit cooler. Something simple, but it'll work. And let me do the same thing over here. And then I think I might even wrap this with some dark oak wood slabs. I think that could look pretty cool. So we'll give it a try, you know, just experimenting with a ballroom concept. But this is a cool idea, though, I think, for this theater. This is something the theater needed. I was trying to come up with designs for the theater of what I should add for the rest of the space. I had a plan to do a restaurant for a while, but you know, I had never really gotten around to it. And I'll get around to it as soon as I can. let's see. If I do a lining of dark oak wood around that, is that going to be cool? Yeah, I think I like that. So I'll give that a try. We'll wrap these around the anvils on each one of those. And then I might even wrap them around the outside of the quartz stairs as well. I think that could look good as well. Have them wrap around like this. We'll see. This might be a little bit too much because I did go pretty overboard on the... yeah, that might be a little bit too much. Alright, that's fine. So we'll scrap that. Also, 1, 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2... Huh. Why is that, like, not lined up for some reason? Is that not centered? Yeah, that's 3 blocks right there. Interesting. Is it 3 blocks over here? I guess that's just the way I lined it up. That's fine. No issues there. Alright, so I think that's what I'm going to do with the ceiling. I think that looks pretty good. And this is a pretty nice looking ballroom. This did take a little bit of time to build, but it's I think it looks good in here. This would be a cool spot for the folks to hang out while they're waiting for the show to start. And I think this turned out pretty good. So with that, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of CLD. We're just that much closer, you know. I'm going to work on the restaurant part of the building. Probably next episode, I'll do like 2 parts of the theater and do the restaurant next time. Because I have some cool ideas for that I want to try. I'm going to try to use some different colors and some different themes for that. But we kind of ran out of time for today. But, you know, building things takes time. And, you know, you guys know that. We're 281 episodes into this series. So I'm probably going to add one more of these underneath there just to add some more themes to the floor. I was even thinking about doing like a perimeter of dark oak wood logs even around this maybe. So I'll experiment with some of that stuff off camera, but I am done for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, working on the theater, making some more progress on it. And it's been Dan Lags. You guys can leave a question of the day. I want to try to get back to those next episode. I haven't answered one for like 3 or 4 episodes now. So I'm going to try to get back to those. So if you want to leave some cool question of the days for me that I can go over in the comment section below, I'll check those out, try to find a good one for next episode. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been Dan Lags. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.